Greetings from the last great Coliseum. I'm Smithers, currently making my way through season number 3 on NR2003 in the NASCAR Cup Series. This is race number 5 in 2009, and a lot of drivers are still trying to find their sea legs and footing for any consistency for the season. Drivers out of Hendrick Motorsports, Roush Fenway, and the newly developed Stewart-Haas racing team have figured out things early on. The last time we were at Bristol Motor Speedway in the last season, the fall race here was very unique on the channel, calling it from the booth for the entire race because I flipped and came back to win on a random race that I wasn't planning on to hit record on. But the race was too thrilling not to show to the viewers. I'm telling you right now that it's going to be another wild card kind of race for today's event. Everyone is going to be involved in something this race. The dark clouds have loomed over. There's a storm a brewing in this last great Coliseum, and these gladiators, aka drivers, are a little bit antsy to try and get this race going so they can get out front and try and catch this race at a good time when it ends. Richard Petty Motorsports has got something figured out on super speedways so far this season. All 4 RPM cars claimed a top 10 spot in the Daytona 500, and just a couple weeks later in Atlanta, the super speedway version, they backed up their performance, except for the damaged race car of AJ Allmendinger's number 44 Dodge, finishing outside the top 20. As for the others, they claimed first, second, and third at Atlanta, adding to the history books of teams getting the first 3 positions in a race. Now, this is not a surprise to most fans given the horrific impact some of these drivers have taken. We've been lucky up until Kurt Busch took his 3rd major hit inside the race car at a crash in Atlanta. It wasn't the initial crash that was really that bad. He hit a damn Mario Kart banana peel on the frickin' racetrack in the aftermath of the big one and slipped right onto his head. After getting evaluated in the care center and later getting more scans, doctors concluded that Kurt Busch had concussion-like symptoms, and by doctor's orders, he will not be racing in the Blue Deuce for at least 2 races. Roger Penske made a statement earlier this week saying that Justin Allgaier will fill in and drive the number 2 car for Bristol and Martinsville up until Kurt Busch's return. Looking at your starting grid for race number 5 on the Smithers NR 2009 season, your Daytona 500 winner of this year, Jimmie Johnson, claims his first pole and has his best starting position since that first race. Starting alongside him is my nemesis Denny Hamlin in the number 11 FedEx Racing Joe Gibbs Toyota. All 4 Hendrick cars are in the top 15 on the starting grid today. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is in 15th, Mark Martin is in 9th, and Gordon is in row 2 starting on the inside behind his teammate. A couple of the drivers out of the Richard Childress camp, Kevin Harvick and Clint Bowyer, both had great qualifying runs for today's race, both in 12th and 14th, as well as Casey Mears in 16th and Jeff Burton in 6th. We're all the way down to 19th. Qualifying I thought would have gone great, but we didn't quite get a good center turn in the car, so my kind of quarter speeds were a little bit slow. Casey Kane, last week's winner at Atlanta Super Speedway, is qualified in 10th position, the best out of the Richard Petty Motorsports camp. Then we got Sadler in 25th and Allmendinger somewhere down on the second page. There he is, all the way down in 30th position, so he's gonna have some work to do here in Bristol because things go quickly around here before that back half gets lapped. Especially with Jimmy Jam qualified on the pole, he's going to be ripping and tearing around this concrete half mile. So the likes of Greg Biffle, who didn't even make an effort in qualifying, and the replacement driver for Kurt Busch, Justin Allgaier, driving the 2 car for the next 2 weeks on short tracks, is in 41st position. Roger Penske's definitely going to be sweating when it comes down to the owner's points down to the end of the year. His best driver of the season so far is out with concussion-like symptoms, but based on what the doctor said, he should be back soon. There's not really anybody else to make note of back here. These fellas, they qualify back here more times than not. Some of these guys might have some good short track cars, but otherwise they're going to be kind of some roadblocks for the guys up front. I myself hope to be a man of moving forward and progress instead of someone who's just a sitting duck falling backwards, but we'll see how the race plays out, how the tire fall off is. This is the 2019 version of Bristol created by BBMC. Very lovely, very heavily detailed track creation. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like what you see, leave a like on the video, and if you love short track racing, stick around for the next couple of weeks because that's what we're going to be doing. We're getting close to 600 subscribers, and I thank you all that stay tuned in every week to watch the channel and support me. You're amazing, and I love you all. And I'm shouting out, let's try and kick out the end of 2025 with the road to 1,000. I want to try and hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year. That is a big goal, but I want to see if it can be done. So if you know anyone that loves racing, that likes NASCAR, direct them my way, and I will provide them with some entertainment. I've got 2 seasons done, working on season 3, and we've got got 20-something seasons to go. Let's take a peek at our pre-race stats and information for the last great Coliseum. The race length was set at 20%. We're doing 100 laps around the track today for the first of 2 races here at this track on the schedule in 2009. The opponent strength is at 96% for all other 42 opponents. Damage level is still at realistic as always for this 2009 season. Caution flags are on, and I still have control of the yellow flag if need be, but I think this track's pretty well at calling out cautions when it needs one. The weather this afternoon for today's Cup race in Bristol, Tennessee is a little bit cloudy with a 67-degree Fahrenheit afternoon for the most part, and we got a slight breeze coming from the southwest at 3 miles per hour. Once these drivers take that green flag, that vortex is going to increase, and we might have an increase of wind speed coming right out of the Bristol, Tennessee area, right out of the last great Coliseum. 100 laps around this puppy. We're starting in 19th. We got some work to do. Car wasn't exactly handling to my liking, and we were trying to work on it through practice sessions, and let's see how she does in the race. It's cloudy, which was not what I was looking forward to. I was hoping it was going to be a sunny day. The car was sticking to the track a lot better, and we're just going to have to follow in line here behind the 96 of Labani. Junior's up there in front of me. We're going to just have to wait and see where some holes play out. See the 96 move up there. Maybe I can get myself nosed in here. Got a position on him. We're able to stick down on the bottom there. I don't know if that sticky stuff they put on the bottom lane right here is helping me out or not, or if that's even activating anything at all for grip. I'm kind of progressing forward here, staying behind the back bumper of the 88 Amp Energy National Guard Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet, a June Bug. Oh, we slid a little bit there out of 4. That's leaving the 07 of Mears kind of on my outside. McMurray's falling back. Things are starting to get single filed out ahead of me. 26 is really squeezing me down here. We got to get by him. There we go. Now we got some breathing room. 5 laps into this race. Oh, 6 car in the 88 make contact. They settle it down. We're getting back going now. 6 car's kind of holding up the 88. If he doesn't get going, I'm going to make a move to the inside. Screw it, I'm diving down. I took the position from the 88. What can Brown do for you? Oh, Jesus. Redneck Jesus is in the wall, too. Brown was, I thought Brown was going to give me a position, but Brown about messed my pants up there. And Tenzeth, oh man, I thought I was about to cut him off a little bit too quickly, and that messed up our exit of the corner. Man, that was a smack. I entered the corner really off, like I entered really low and I didn't slow down. We're rounding out laps though. What are you doing, Junior? What are you? Okay, he's going on pit road. I mean, a hand out the window would have been nice, or spotter, fucking, radio over to me that the 88's pitting. What the hell you doing? Matt Kenseth's moving his teammate out of the way. He's got places he's going, and I'm smacking the wall again. My car's getting tight on exit. I don't know if that's because I smacked the wall the first time or if we got tire wear. I'm just going to play with the throttle going around the corner. Making good pace around the track. We're in 15th after qualifying 19th. I guess we haven't made up too many positions, but we haven't lost anything, so that's good. Even after smacking the wall again, I might need to take a different approach to these corners now after we've scrubbed off a little bit of the freshness of these rubbers. Maybe go to the high side. I was practicing that a little bit. That way I could arc it on the exit of the corner. I didn't even hit my marks. I was just running high side the whole time, making things work, but I'm kind of playing defense mode here with oh, never mind, we got a caution out. I can't say that word. Defense, and Harvick has hit Justin Allgaier. That 2 car's in another wreck. Roger Penske's bills. He ain't gonna be buying Indianapolis Motor Speedway anytime soon. Yellow's out. We can calm down for a second. My car is already getting tight. 14. Wait, that's the wrong thing. How many laps are we in? I'm going down here. My brakes were not activating like they should have been. How's that tire? Okay, we're a little rough on tire wear already. Tires are going to be a big factor. Looks like I'm only going to need 1 can of fuel. I need to catch up so I don't lose time on the pace car. If I do wind up pitting, I don't want to go a lap down for anything. We got a little bit of damage on the car because I smacked the wall twice. That'll probably get repaired if we go down pit road this time. If not, we'll do it on the next round. Alright, we're looking at Justin Allgaier's first 10 laps in the Cup Series. His debut start here in this 2 car, I believe. He might have driven the 12 car at one point before this, but he's trying to get shoved out of the way. Hamlin moves him out of the way, and he gets 3 wide, gets into the 28 of Travis Kvapil, gets hit. Johnson hits him, Gordon hits him, and here comes Harvick, just cannonballs right into his ass end and takes himself out. Harvick, another DNF on 2009. Not going to finish this race. Look at it again here real quick. Justin Allgaier's, trying to hustle and get going so he doesn't get a lap down, and then Hamlin just kind of moves him out of the way into the 28 car, and Justin Allgaier is kind of out of control at that point. 24 does get a piece of it, and yep, here comes Harvick once again. Not been a good season for that 29 team at all for 2009. So on board the Lowe's number 48 Chevy of Jimmy Johnson. Gonna get a great picture here. You know, Hamlin's trying to go because Johnson's trying to pass him for this lead, and Hamlin's got no time to be wasting. And ooh, yep, Johnson did catch a quarter of that right there on the fender. All right, restart number 1 here on the race, and things are going to be a little bit funky because I got double file restarts going on, but I didn't throw lap cars or damaged cars to the back because things were being funky and we were having split restarts where people were on the other end of the track. It wasn't working out, so this is the best that I could do to get a solid restart going around Bristol. Oh, we had to catch the car there. We got sideways. Jam on the brakes too because they're locking up in front of me. I should have pitted. I don't know. My car is not liking the outside too well. And we got put up here on the restart. I'm just going to have to be patient with it and hope that another yellow comes out. It might because that 09 car. Oh, Kyle's in the inside wall. Kyle's in the inside wall. They're wrecking in front of me. No, 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 no. Oh, fucking damn it again. I got collected up into that. What the fuck, Justin Allgaier? Are you serious? You blind bat. Fuck. I was aware of that happening for the whole time, and I was getting on the brakes, get run over from behind. A typical dumbassery. We're gonna have a lot of damage. We're gonna have a lot of damage to repair. I don't know why I got put down a black flag again. I'm going to be in the back regardless. I got a black flag. I'm going to have to serve it under green. We're going to be multiple laps down in this race. It's going to be bad. We're going to have fenders off this car. The hood's going to probably be off this thing. We're going to be flying with half the car. Looks like we're going to be here for a minute because wow, now you let me go. I was trying to switch it off so I didn't get put a lap down again. Another one. I'm going to have to come down immediately to serve my penalty. So this wreck happens all the way back on turn 2, or the 09 of Sterling Marlin gets split through wide in the middle and then gets loose off of turn 2, sends the 18 of Kyle Busch into the inside pit wall, who goes back up into the track, gets ran into by 3 other cars. I'm trying to slow down. The 07 of Mears rear ends me, and I'm getting smacked into. Roadblock, tracks getting blocked. I think the 44 got involved as well. Looking at me, I'm trying to avoid this thing. I'm getting up, I'm trying to slow down on the brakes. I just didn't get slowed down enough because the 33 was still getting hooked up onto the 18. I was trying to get up above them, but just slammed into him too far. And then I guess that's why I got the black flag, is because I went down pit road, crossed that line, but I had no help in doing that. Like, I just had to fucking get my shit turned around, and then Allgaier rear-ended me, which didn't help me do me any favors. Yeah, we're gonna have another bad race. At least I'm still running and rolling, unlike Vegas. I am as far back as I need to be. What are you talking about? Well, I'm glad that we're getting posted and all that. I'm gonna serve my black flag now.
You gotta come in, bud. You gotta come in.
I'm coming in. I am coming in. We're going to serve our black flag penalty, take the band-aid and rip it the fuck off with all my arm hair, because this shit sucks, man. We're running up into the top 15 at least. I thought maybe we could get ourselves worked into a top 10 situation. 13-second penalty, huh? As long as I don't speed, this should be it. Go. And we're back. I don't know how the hell I'm going to be able to recover anything, and let alone I don't think my car's got any pace because it was bogging just trying to catch up the whole shit while under caution. Man, we're back racing at Bristol here, fucking 5 laps later, and our shit's damaged as hell. We're a battered battleship. This 43 is... well, wow, just as I get back on everything, and Hamlin was catching me, I was about to go a lap down again. The more cars that wreck themselves in DNF, hey, that's more positions I gain if I don't get collected in it. Leave me out of your shit, please. Well, I don't plan on pitting, like I said. I'm 5 laps down. Me and Justin Allgaier are the only ones that are 5 laps down, and then Mears, who's the guy who ass-ended me. Thank you very much. We're all fighting here for trying to gain our laps back, but there are so many others that are way ahead of us, and there isn't no fucking lucky dog wave round, so none of us have a chance to just jump on it. Sam Hornish Jr.'s retired in 32nd. That'll be another spot up for me, and the 28 of Travis Quapple. Did not make it very far on his, like, 3rd start of 2009. He hasn't been in the car in a couple of weeks. It's been Reed Sorensen in that 28 car. 3rd caution of the race already. You're looking at the 82 of Scott Speed, slow up on the high side. 28 of Travis Quapple in the middle. Oh, 82 got in the wall and 28 caught him. Oh, another hard hit to the inside. Crosses back up in front of traffic. and collects the 77, the one of Martin Truex Jr. as well. Anyone else that's lurking back there? Nope. You see me flying around the high side, just trying to get by, squeak by. I'm just trying to survive, baby. See if this angle does any more better. They look like they're gonna make it out of this corner, and then they just, yeah, the 82 got in the wall, hip checked the 28, and the 9 got in there. The 82 hit the inside pit wall really hard, which bounced him back up into the track. That final blow to the 77 knocked him out of the race right there. He was going to do fine. The 82 came down right in front of him and knocked out the radiator. Another restart on a cloudy Bristol day here in the last great Coliseum, and I was not on the throttle when that green flag dropped. We're a little bit slow, but also we're running on like fucking 6 cylinders right now, so we're just trying to limp it, not be too much of a blockade, and watch my mirror and see where the runs from other people are coming. And just try not be a target. Car seems to be running all right around the corners, not exactly down the straightaway. It's kind of chugging and bogging down, but we're keeping pace around the corners. That might help us out. Maybe get a lap back, or at least keep enough pace to avoid any more wrecks. Get us into the area where there's not many cars. I'm down on the bottom 3 wide, and okay. Stewart's wrecking. I thought we were going to be safe up front, but nope, they're wrecking even at 1, 2, 3. I have barely put a dent into this set of tires because of how many caution laps we have ran. I'm not even going to pit again. Fuel, we don't technically need anymore. We are 69 projected laps to the good. As this race seems to be struggling to even get to halfway, here's another 3 wide situation. Gordon tried to send it middle 3 wide, and the 2 car Justin Allgaier smacked the wall again, and that just sent the 14 around because he almost cleared him. But 24 got his rear end and sent him right around into the wall. On board the Stewart Haas number 14 Chevrolet of Tony Stewart. Looking here, just trying to get by. Looks like he's clear of the 2 and the 24, and then just gets hooked right around into the wall. 16 car gets a piece of him, runs into him. Got 7 laps until we can make it to halfway. Hopefully they're all green flag laps. Fingers crossed we get a good green flag run in this race altogether. It might just be caution filled like the very first Bristol race we had here. Different version of the track. We're back green flag racing. Matt Kenseth is your leader, who is on the outside of me. Everyone else in front of us is a lap down, or one reason or another not the leader. They fucking are going places on the outside, and I wish I had that kind of speed up there. Now we've gotten 4th gear, and we've gotten the momentum back going. Warrior's coming back on, trying to rejoin the race. I'm actually making momentum towards somebody. Easy there, Menard, and John Andretti just took out Matt Kenseth, your leader. That is over for the 17, your redemption champion. I don't know why I said redemption champion. Your past champion, 2008. See, that's what I'm talking about. I just gotta survive after getting involved in a wreck. I'm a wounded car, but if I keep her clean, we're gonna be gaining positions. Just to give you an idea of how the race is at so far, as we're about to hit halfway, Greg Biffle and David Reagan are 1 and 2 right now. 2 other Roush cars, as the 3rd one just got taken out in that wreck. Mark Martin is in 3rd place, looking to try and get a win for that 5 car, who has not been in victory lane in a long time. Biffle's the only one that did send it down pit road. We got Edwards. Johnson is still up here. Dave Blaney is in 8th place, driving that 66 car. Wow, that is a run. Keep an eye on that guy. There were only 17 cars on the lead lap. Stewart is the last one. Marco Zambrose, Waltrip's up here. Robbie Gordon, David Gillen. There's some other cars that are surprisingly on the lead lap. And then you get to the one lappers. There's Kane got involved in that last accident with the 17. And we are slowly bumping up, moving up. We're now 4 laps down instead of 5. We're getting into where we can start catching up to Casey Mears. The other 2 RCR boys that are 4 laps down. Just gonna look at this whole restart in the perspective of the 17 of Matt Kenseth here. He's on the high side. He is your leader. Gets around me just fine because I'm holding up the inside. This whole front, 6 cars, other than the 16 and the 17, they're laps down as well. The 98 gets a good run off the 34. And they're kind of fighting for their own position there. I don't know if that's for Lucky Dog or not. That might be the 42 Montoya, who's gone from everybody else. But 34 got into the wall, into the 98, and then the 98 goes back up and side checks. Kenseth gets stuck in the fucking safer barrier, and then Michael Waltrip hits him. He's literally stuck in the fucking wall. Another bad... What is with Matt Kenseth and getting stuck in places? First here, we're looking off the front bumper of the 17 of Kenseth. 34, John Andretti, Paul Menard get right back up into him and sent him right into that safer barrier. There must have been like a break in the damn wall or something, and it just stopped him to a dead halt. 55 of Waltrip's the first car to get into the 17 and just goes right down in the 64. See, the 9 and the 34 also made contact up farther in the track with the 24 of Jeff Gordon. Some bigger names getting taken out here that started in the top 10 today, and a lot of cars immediately pull it down pit road as they have heavy damage. The 9 cars was going to be done. 55 is probably going to be done. 24 is somehow surviving, but he's got some damaged sides on that race car. Well, let's see how this goes. A car with no hood on it and some fast Bush baked beans are going to be on the front row to restart this Bristol restart. Am I in control? Okay, I'm in control of the restart, I guess. Me being a lap down car, I didn't think I would be, but I'm on the inside. I'm the first car on this inside lap down row. And we're going, green flag. Just trying to send her, get through the gears, hope the car sticks. I know I got fast race cars leaders that are on my ass. Just gonna let the 14 go, let them have that inside. I'm trying to hug that fucking curb right there, right down to the apron. Oh, the 26 just took the inside. Now I'm shoved up out of here. There goes more leaders by me. I believe the 07 is someone who I'm racing against, who is right there. And we get another caution out. Only been making it 2 laps, 47 into the wall. I feel like that's what's causing the damn caution every single time as they go through wide or whatever AI car is up here on the 3rd lane. They smack into the wall and then they go into the car that's trying to get to the middle that just ricochets down. Who do we got down there? 96, and I think that was the 34. I'm now in 31st position. I'm still 5 laps down. I don't know how thought I got my fucking lap back on that last caution. It said 4 down. Maybe it's because David Reagan's now in front of me, so it just took it back. Everybody else, though, is on 333, so the people that were 4 laps down, they got their laps back, and I didn't. This is 1 lap after the restart, and you can see things are kind of tight back here as some of the cars, the faster leaders, are trying to get through all these wrecked cars, and Joe Nemechek in the 87 hooks the 34 down into the pathway of the 88 of Junior, and then 34 gets into the 2 of Allgaier, who's had a lot of damage tonight. Hamlin gets a piece, who was a fast car tonight too, and 34 and the 96 wind up just parked there on the banking. I think those 2 might be done for the night. At least 34 got towed back to his box. On board with Johnson once again as he's right in the lap of this wreck, but I think he gets through it this time. See, the 87 hooks up in there. He slows down, doesn't get into Joe Nemechek, but Junior spun around there on the pit wall, and whoa! He got another hit there in the same part of the fender that he did earlier in the race. Team's gonna have to go look at that and make sure it's alright and clear that tire. I can only imagine this green flag run ain't gonna last too long. 43 laps to go in this Bristol race. 43 was taking the green flag, but it wasn't technically me taking that green flag. David Reagan, Mark Martin, 1 and 2 are gone. I was trying to block Newman. I thought I could slide up there, but it was probably the better judgment of me to stay down here because he's got a fast race car. He's clean. He's also running in 3rd place. I'd love to try and get a lap back, but it's not gonna happen. I have to race in front of that 6 car and stay ahead of him before the next caution, and my car just can't do that. My car couldn't do that even if it was 100%, I don't think. Imagine if a car with no hood finished in the top 5, like the way that this car's conditioned. Imagine if I was actually racing for position right now instead of, fighting for a top 30, which I gained another spot. I'm not in 31st anymore, so that's a bona fide plus. Yellow's out again, more laps, getting closer to the end, more cars potentially in front of me getting damage. I guess yellows aren't the worst thing, but damn, I don't want to give you guys like a whole caution-filled race. These Bristol modded tracks, no matter who they're created by, it seems to be trying to get a full race in their caution-filled. Not anything against the creators, I'm just trying to figure out track I to get it to where it's a good green flag run around Bristol, because I love good I love me a good green flag long run around Bristol. Oh, hey, Casey Mears and the Jack Daniels 07 was a part of that one. That's going to be beneficial towards me, baby. How are these tires doing? They're still doing okay. Probably could pit in the next couple of cautions, or I might just ride it out to the end of the race if we don't ever have a green flag run. So this one was caused by the 87 and Joe Nemechek, who honestly should have probably been, I don't know where he was going down right in front of the pathway of Jeff Burton, who was a lead lap racing car, and then Casey Mears clips him, which got why he got damage on that 07 Chevrolet. A couple other cars hit the 87, but I don't know what he was doing. He should have just stayed up high on the 2nd lane. Like, Jeff Burton was clearly trying to get down to the inside of the 87, and he just wasn't letting him, giving him enough room. We currently have 13 DNFs on the field on the race today, and how many? Still 17 cars in the lead lap, and David Reagan has still been your leader because we have had a dick lickings of a green flag run so far. It's not been very long. Top 10 has still got some oddballs in there. Dave Blaney hanging on the 6th place, Robbie Gordon 7th, Jeff Burton, even after getting into that incident, or causing that incident, I should say, running in 9th, so yeah, he was going for that lead lap run. David Gillen in the 71, also for like a starting park team, honestly, is up here in the top 12. That's a fantastic storyline right there. And then we get to the one lappers, which is Sadler, Allmendinger, a couple of my teammates. Kane's out of the race, so he's going to be the worst RPM finisher out of the bunch. And we got me in 29th, which I've gained another spot, and I got to get down here onto the left side. I'm going to be restarting on the front row because I'm the highest lap car on, I guess, in the field. I keep staying out. 33 laps to go in this race, and I wish for you guys that it would be green, but I hope you guys at least enjoy seeing the carnage around Bristol, and it's going to leave for a kind of a goofy wild card winner. I'm going to try and get the jump on the 6 car. It didn't work. He's got more power. He's got all cylinders working. So does the 5. I ran a little bit high. Get going, go, and I ain't going anymore. We've got no power in the car. She hangs around that bottom. She cruises around that freaking this sticky stuff very nicely. And it wasn't doing that because I was fishtailing a lot at the beginning of the race before I got involved in the wreck. I don't know. See, here we go again. 2 laps into the race. Another fucking caution's out. These goddamn Bristol races, I tell you. I'd love to see one run like 40 laps green flag. But holy hell, if I'm ever going to see that happen. We're just going to have, this is going to be the most wild card. This is going to be more wild card of a race than any sort of super speedway I put into the playoffs or the chase for the Sprint Cup. These guys cannot get it together, wrap their heads around that 3 wide might not fucking work around Bristol all the time. Eyeballs on the 24 DuPont Chevrolet, Jeff Gordon, who's shoving it 3 wide, which made it work off of turn 4, but he's still in the middle between Robbie Gordon and Bobby Labonte, trying to make it work again. Dave Blaney's kind of slow on the high side, and he gets into the 96, who puts him into the 66, and spins himself out. They both spin out. 16 gets halted up there. A couple other cars do as well. 3 wide's not working, guys. Gordon, you need to just slow your roll, keep her 2 wide. Like, we need to get this pony, this show pony, horse, show damn thing over with. Man, if I was even stuck 2 laps down, at least I'd have some wiggle room to race for, you know, a top 25 or something. I mean, hey, maybe if the cars keep wrecking, we'll get there. Might eliminate enough cars on the racetrack to have a green flag race towards the end, so we can get all the slow cars out of here. But yeah, 5 laps down, that's really killing us. That black flag penalty, whatever I got through spinning down onto the pit road and then not taking the pit stop. I don't know why that black flagged me. I was the cause of the caution, but I'm grateful to still be alive, and at least I'm not up in the commentator booth calling the race from up there. I might not get the jump in order to get the lead, to get a lap back or anything like that, but at least I'm staying in clean air and away from all the shit in the back that's behind me, all the wrecking that's going on. I'm keeping a clean nose. 6 cars gonna go on the outside, same with the 5. They're gonna get going, and here we go. 30 laps to go, 26 to go, my bad. There's some caution laps that have happened since the last time I looked up there. So many restarts, I don't remember, but 26 to go, coming around to 25 to go. It's the 6th car, David Reagan, trying to look for his first victory, and once a fucking again, not even a lap. I just want to race, man, and you keep fucking going 3 wide. I try to get the track I try to do the settings to where they wouldn't push it 3 wide as much, or like, I don't know what the deal is with them going up into the wall. It is screwing with me, and it is pissing me off. I don't even need to worry about pitting because we're gonna have a caution the second we go green flag again. We've had like one race out of this Bristol track where I ran 40 laps on green flag. Other than that, they have been wreck fest on just pacing around caution laps. Somebody who's already been in a couple of wrecks, the 09 Sterling Marlin almost lost it there off of 2, but the 87 kind of finished him off into 3 anyway, and himself, right in front of Tony Stewart, who had a great race today going for him before he got collected in a couple of wrecks. But get it together, come on guys! We're so close to the finish. We are running out of laps. 30 has quickly become 20 to go once we get back green flag racing again because we're just wrecking. I want to race. I've been able to keep my car clean ever since I got in my first wreck. I know this ain't the time in NASCAR to be playing restart boxes and stuff, but the second my bumper touches that front line, I'm going. I want to try and clear this 6 car. Never mind, he's just gonna shove his way through. I tried to squeeze him up there. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I tried to hold him off best I could by jumping the start. Well, jumping as early as I could in that fucking restart zone box. And, yeah, I just helped. Fucking, no! We're good! No, we're good! No, stop hitting us! I just lost all my track position and my safety up there in the front. Well, it was bound to happen to me again, right? With how hard I was trying to keep myself up there on a slow damaged car. I wasn't meant to be up there. I was meant to be back here with these fuckers. Part of me is even wondering if it's worth pitting because I do have some wear on those outside tires, but we aren't keeping enough cautions to, or green flag laps to like worry about it. I do have some more damage on the car now, so that could be something to be worried about if I get ran into again. Could be killed for the last 2 laps of the race. I lost my 29th spot today. I'm the Justin Allgaier in the 2 car. That's who I've been racing against. He got ahead of me. So I definitely got tight off of turn 4, and Mark Martin had quite the run on me, and I just got right into his way. Side slammed him, wrecked myself. The 83 got into me. Teammate 44 tapped me as well. At least I only got hit twice, and it looked like right square in the wheel well a little bit, maybe on the front end of my car. I'm glad that I'm still rolling. No smoke's barreling out of my pipes. We live another day. On board the car quest number 5 Chevrolet, Mark Martin gonna, he's trying to get by me so he can try and catch the 6 car because he's racing for the lead, and he's got a run on the high side, and I just get up right into his path. My bad there, Mark, and yep, I ruined your whole freaking race car right there. You're scraping it up. I'm sure you got some flats. That's 2 weeks in a row now that I've gotten into this 5 car unintentionally and just ruined his day for him. Only got 13 laps to go, baby. Can we make her green flag run? I only got to focus on trying to catch that 2 car Justin Allgaier, who is the replacement driver of Kurt Busch, who's off for the next couple of weeks for concussion-like symptoms. I'm just trying to get 29th. That's all I can race for. We are bogging up through the gears. My engine was sputtering to get up there to 8,000 RPM. I'm just watching to see where everyone else goes. They're really getting touchy back there behind me. The 26 and the 87, and they're 3 wide back there. Hamlin's back there shoving his way through. Come on, guys. Let's just finish her out. Like I said, I'll even give you the inside, Hamlin. Honestly, give you some brownie points because you got a faster car than me. Just let me finish. If I can get any more spots. Oh, we got some smoke ahead of us. Some contact. No wrecks, no cautions. Flagman, keep that yellow flag. NASCAR, keep that caution button off. And all these racers need to keep their wheels straight, damn it. I'm glad that we're finally getting some green flag laps in. Oh, fucking never mind. Get out of my way, guys. Thank you. Thank you for causing another fucking wreck. With 10 laps to go in the race. Gonna leave us with maybe 1 oh, they're wrecking on this end of the racetrack anyway. Someone is flipping off the banking. I think that was the 48 car though. We've had 2 separate wrecks here going on the racetrack. It was going to be a yellow flag regardless. I'm going to go ahead and keep going in case I get anything. I think I just saw the 2 car up there. Never mind. He wasn't one of them that got wrecked. That was like a double 2 for 1, 2 birds, 1 stone caution right there. God damn it, Almirola. I called you by your wrong name, but you fucking Almendinger, you deserve that. Alright, so this was kind of a double whammy for Hendrick Motorsports. See, Jeff Gordon's coming on the outside, and the 64 of Todd Bodine gets moved up by the 96 of Bobby Labonte. See me squeaking through there. Martin Truex Jr. gets tagged again. He's been involved in more wrecks than anybody else tonight. Same with the 24 car, honestly. That was what started the first wreck, got the caution out. Let's go look at what happened on the other end of the racetrack. Looking on the onboard, Richard Petty Motorsports number 43 as I bully my way through here. Move the 16 and the 96 out of my way. You can't even, don't normally see not a hood on the car for me, but there you go. Got right through there, bullied my way with the front bumper, and then, of course, we have this accident over here that we still have yet to get to. These guys are racing back to the line. The 44 and the 42 are laps down, and oh, they get into each other. Montoya into the 44 Allmendinger, which sends Johnson up into the safer barrier, and he bounces like a bouncy ball off of it, flips into the wall and into the 88. That was a weird freaking reaction to how that car hit the wall. There's Montoya coming down, hooking the 44, and yeah, Johnson plows through another one again, but that weird bounce just fucking flipped him. And Montoya helped him, you know, a little bit more, get another barrel roll in there. On board to see what's left of this Lowe's number 48 Chevrolet. Won't even be able to tell what's the sponsor on the hood once you're done with this thing. He's up and over, camera goes out for a second, we're back live. And he is, yeah, I'm surprised that this 48's still fucking running. I just realized that I'm 5 laps down, so I think we're taking the white flag here, maybe.
Green next time.
Never mind, we're taking the green next time. I thought that maybe with 5 laps to go, with me being 5 laps down, the race was going to end right there. So maybe there is 5 laps to go, and I don't know. But there's a couple more cars retired, and we're going to gain a couple more spots here towards the end of this race. Guess I'm restarting on the outside this time. That's where they want me to go. What? You are not black flagging me for that. They brake checked me right before. What? Or was I supposed to be behind the 64? Oh my lord. Fuck you guys. I'm running these last little bit of laps, and then I'll come down and serve my penalty.
Screw you guys. I'm going home. But Carmen, we're trying to... screw you guys.
Alright, at least had to get 1 lap in. You guys black flag me, I swear to God, I'm not losing the 13 positions that I worked so hard to get. The race is gonna be over before I can even serve my black flag. I'm calling it a 27th, motherfucker. That's what I'm putting it down on my points. That was some bullshit. 64 did not get going. I moved on the outside because he was not going when the green flag dropped. They fucking threw the black flag on me because I what? I passed the guy I was supposed to stay behind because he did not go. Checkered flag, race is over. I'm making my penalty just to get right with NASCAR. I hope to God they don't put me in the back. I see, yep, there's the penalty going off. Okay, we've served it. We're good. Cross the finish line. There we go. Yep, we just crossed the line. 27th officially. I saved myself. That was a really fucked finish. That was horrible. That was one of the worst Bristol races that I think I've ever done. Nonetheless, though, this track is good. BBMC is a great creation. The AI is I gotta work it out. After running 100 laps of a race these drivers deemed came from hell, Ryan Newman somehow with a hoodless race car has been taking the lead, and 99 Edwards puts the bumper to Newman, tried to get him loose up there off the bottom of the racetrack on 1 and 2. Didn't work out. Edwards loses some ground there to the 39 Newman, and Newman is going to come off of turn 4 to get a victory in the first time for the 39 of Stuart Haas Racing. You're going to have that first victory. Congratulations to the 39 of Ryan Newman. But I cannot believe that this car is the racing car that has won the race. No hood on that car whatsoever. Lost it due to a wreck, and that is your race winner right there. And then Edwards, David Reagan, Mark Martin, and Jeff Burton, your top 5. Coming out with a 27th was pretty damn good for our circumstances, and the amount of penalties I acquired this race. It was survival of the fittest, a wreck fest kind of a race, demolition derby at Bristol Motor Speedway, whatever you want to call it. That's what happened here today, and yeah, I don't know if this is exciting for you guys. Like, let me know in the comments down below. Like, is this wild card thrilling type of a race at Bristol like fun for you guys to watch, or are you like aggravated like me when it comes to getting a caution every single lap when we get back going green flag? I know I kind of had something figured out with one of the other versions of the track that I used in 2008, so I might go back to that for the fall race. I was trying to use the 2019 version because it was new and I really like the multi-lane racing. It just wasn't working out on the exits of the corners for the AI. But Ryan Newman does get the first win for Stuart Haas Racing. I thought Stuart had gotten a win earlier, but he was in contention for a win at Las Vegas and gave that. He shot himself right in the foot with that one. But congratulations to Ryan Newman getting the first win for that team without even a sponsor on the hood, because he didn't have a hood on the race car. I thought really one of the cars that were clean, like a couple of the Roush cars were clean, and there was like maybe 2 or 3 others that didn't have any damage on their race cars that I thought were going to have the speed to get away from everybody. But somehow Newman got up there and passed both of them, the 6 car and the 99 at the end of that race. That 99's been doing hella good. He's had the best consistency throughout all drivers. Next, Jeff Burton, and then David Ruderman. Like, the points are not lying right now. These drivers have been the most consistent outside Ruderman with his top 5. but he's got a lot of top 10s outside of myself with 3. Still got some people sticking around up here that I didn't think were going to be around, like Rudiman's one of them, hanging on the 3rd position. Robbie Gordon, me and him are tied for 6th place technically, which is just lovely. A couple of bad finishes just really have put us kind of down there. I bet if we've actually were able to finish Las Vegas and then maybe ran Bristol where we were running at the beginning of the race, get a couple of top 15s in there, maybe we would be closer to the front or running this point lead and running this show pony for the cup. Now we look on to page 2, just hanging on outside of the chase for the Sprint Cup, the top 12, Stewart and Jeff Gordon, 2 really elite drivers that had a bad Daytona 500, have been clawing and digging their way out of a hole as quick as they can. AJ Allmendinger in the 44, the 4th Richard Petty Motorsports car, still hanging into the top 15, so that's pretty good for our whole team as an organization. We're all up there, all 4 cars are up there. Hendrick Motorsports can't say that, Roush can't say that, Joe Gibbs Racing can't say that, so we got something special going on here right now. Can't say that without a doubt that's going to fall apart as we get farther into the season, but might as well make note of it now. A lot of really good drivers are kind of caught here in the 20s and the latter part of the teens. Mark Martin, Kyle Busch Jr., Biffle, Hamlin, Kenseth, they're back here, and they just haven't gotten their footing yet to get forward and actually some consistent finishes to get points above these guys that are just randomly making top 15s. Their teams have put all the money, their eggs in the basket at the beginning of the season, hoping that they can get good paychecks, pole vault themselves farther down the road, and kick the can farther as they perform better, hopefully to get a win down the road. On to page 3, with Kurt Busch's absence at Bristol, with the first race that he has been out of, he has fallen to 28th position, and the dark descent continues for Kurt Busch. Hopefully he gets things turned around once he gets put back in the race car after Martinsville, as long as things are cleared out with the doctors and all that. Justin Allgaier didn't perform too badly. He did get caught up in a wreck early at Bristol, but he wound up finishing, I believe, in the top 20 with that number 2 car. I think he got 25th position if I remember right. Any Harvick fans out there, I really hope your driver gets it together at some point this season. You know, I started off 2008 with 3 top 3 finishes. He was leading the points, and now this year he has just not really had anything put together. He was one of the first cars got collected up in a wreck and DNF'd, and last week at Atlanta he didn't do too bad as had one of his best finishes on the season so far. RCR's got one driver that's been doing really well, and that's Jeff Burton in the number 31 Cat Machine. And just right behind him, but starting out on page 4, Clint Boyer, his teammate, also really needs to get out of that hole as well. That's a new team, still not figuring their things out. I've seen some of their speed on the track and during practices, like they have it, it's there. It's just when it comes to race time, they can't get it put together. I remember he was running up in the top 10 in one of the practice sessions that I was running in, like not that very long ago. David Gillen in the 71 car had a really outstanding performance. I believe he finished in the top 15, and then Dave Blaney in the 66 finished in the top 10. And in case you're curious, there's 3 more drivers down here that are way outside of the top 43. Some have not returned since Daytona, and some just made their return back and did not perform well, like Travis Walpole. That is going to conclude this very horrendous, this very caution-filled, it was a pacing event for me for most of it. That probably what saved most of my race, even though I finished 8 laps down because of black flag penalties and all that. If that race would have stayed green for the entirety of it, I mean, I had corner speed, but I for sure would have gotten looped around and passed. Once again, want to mention, we're so close to 600 subscribers, so if you're watching and not subscribed to the channel yet, hit the button down below, and we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. I'm making it clear, making the statement loud and clear. I want that to be a goal for the channel if it can be happened, if it can be possible. With your guys' support, I believe it can happen. My next race will be at the Paperclip triple header. The first one since Speed Weeks has happened, and I'm excited for it. I'm going to be using one of the newer ones that I had found on Stunod Racing. I will give the creator shout out when the video comes, but it is a fantastic facility, very cool looking. My PC has had a bit of a hard time running it, but I figured out a way to work it in and make it work to run a race. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.